As many of you know, overclocking is all about the voltage that you can supply to your CPU in order to increase the frequency of that CPU. And for me, that's especially important because I will be editing Ultra HD and 4K video here very, very soon. And having that extra kick of power, well, it's needed. So that's why this video today is going to be all about upgrading the motherboard, swapping in a few new parts like the case and the power supply, and overclocking this Ryzen again to 4.0 instead of 3.8. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. That CPU literally just came out. So I've made plenty of upgrade videos in the past, and many of them are because I'm helping somebody out, I'm making a new build, or we got a new piece in that we want you guys to check out, and we're reviewing it, we're benchmarking it, we're doing all that, and it's really had a purpose. But for today, I'm not sure there's really a purpose to what I'm about to do. So my computer is pretty jam-packed with all of the latest. You guys just watched the all-in-one cooler, the 240EX by Deepcool upgrade I made. Recently, a few months back, I grabbed the 5700 XT, the mech edition from MSI. But during that last upgrade video I did with the Deepcool, I ran into some issues, and it had a lot to do with the motherboard. I have currently in the build one of the Aorus Gaming Pro motherboards. I can't remember the name, to be honest with you guys, and it really isn't the greatest. Realistically, for an 8-core CPU that I want to overclock, it's probably not the best, especially when it comes to the 2700X. Now, it might be decent for something that needs to be undervolted, but that's not really my style. I want to overclock this son of a bitch, and I want it to work great. So that's why I'm making this video. Like I said, not really necessary, but hey, I've got an extra motherboard, and I have a new case, and I have a new power supply. The case that I have currently is the H500i from NZXT, and the case has been pretty good. The power supply that I have is from Corsair, and it's good. It does its job. I will say that the last configuration I had, it did get a bit warm and it stayed pretty cool. But nonetheless, I will be upgrading those two items along with the MSI Gaming Carbon Pro X470. I know I said that a bit weird, wow. The MSI X470 Gaming Pro Carbon. There we go. And this guy has quite a bit more power than the Aorus that I have currently in there, and it's gonna allow me to hit 1.3 volts, so I can get 4 to 4.1 gigahertz out of the 2700. Well, as many of you know, I've had this NZXT case for a good amount of time now. It's the H500i, and the motherboard's just not really cutting it. It's not working the greatest, and honestly, my wire management in the back is pretty rough. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna swap it, and I'll show you what I'm gonna swap it with. Yep, oh, jeez, oh, ah. I've got the H510i. Here's the thing, I've got computer parts in here with this, so. Wow. So I will be upgrading to the H510i with the Gaming Carbon Pro, which has dual CPU 8 pins, which will supply more voltage, more power for us to keep a stable overclock. So yeah. This was a build that I did It was a $750 build. At the time, it had some new parts, but now, not so much. So this is the Ryzen 6, the 2600X, where I'm personally struggling. I don't struggle in game. I'm massively struggling when it comes to do 4K video. Like that last video I just did of the Samsung CRG5, the curved 240 hertz. Okay, there I go, dropping stuff. But the 240 hertz gaming monitor by Samsung, we did some 4K video in there, and I couldn't get the thing to freaking buffer in Premiere Pro. It was such a pain, and at 3.8 gigahertz, I had no problem. The problem is I ruined my other motherboard so bad that I cannot overclock it to 3.8 gigahertz again. I want the best overclock. That's the point of this. What the heck is the point if it's not the best? Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. That CPU literally just came out. We're gonna have to go back to the tape and see what the heck happened here. Well, this is what we have. And this piece literally, oh, here it comes slowly. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That is the stock paste that came on this cooler. What in the heck? AMD. What? Weird. They've just been doing some weird stuff here. I can't get over it. And I forgot to show you guys one last little thing here. I think this is a terabyte. I got a terabyte down here. I'm gonna be bringing that with me, this terabyte storage down here. Bam. So I'm gonna add another terabyte. I got 2 terabytes already in there. I got the 1 terabyte right here. Awesome. There seems to be a lot of crazy people out today. There's like a massive windstorm. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's blowing pretty good, and sirens going off everywhere, people flying down the road, probably trying to get home. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, well, let's find out if this was a fluke or what the deal was with that CPU. I mean, it's held in there. We're getting freaking close, man. Super close to that 4K action. Okay. Like that old VHS tape or the old Nintendo cartridge, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're the right age, of course. I'm gonna wait on the graphics card. Okay, you guys are probably all watching like, what the heck are you doing putting the graphics card in? I'm getting excited. I'm waiting. I actually need to do the cooler first, the fans, a bunch of other stuff. So hold on. Here we go. I need some food, man. Oh, what a pain, you guys. Let me tell you, if you're thinking about taking apart your system and putting in something new, think twice. Take some time. Definitely take some time. You got to be patient, very patient. I thought this was going to go a lot quicker, mainly because I'm swapping the exact same hardware out for new hardware. So I figured it would be pretty easy, but I did change some things around. Like I changed the way the fans are orientated here, put them on the front side. Even though this isn't open on the NZXT case, it still kind of, I guess, cleans up this interior a bit. I don't know, maybe gives it a little more suction too from the outside. So hoping that makes a difference, but I don't know, everything else is pretty much the same. So okay, you ready to rock? Wait for it. Oh yeah. Nice and solid. Ooh. Almost done, you guys. I'm gonna do some wire management, put this all together, make sure it's working. We're gonna boot it up, we're gonna overclock, and we're gonna play some video games. Okay, moment of truth here, everybody. Bam, let's fire this sucker up. Let's hope I got all the connections right because, well, I want it to work. Ooh, oh, crazy. I've not seen this do that, ever. Wow, that's pretty cool. 1.3125 is our CPU voltage, which is solid because I can never reach that. I could literally never reach that with the previous motherboard. Just didn't exist, couldn't happen. I'm gonna restart and shoot for 4. What do you say, guys? Let's do it. There we are, we're at 4, baby. Let's see if this works. Windows, 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 Windows. 4 gigs on all cores, 1.4 CPU voltage. Holy crap. That may not be stable. 1.408, holy crap, guys. This is insane, freaking insane. We're gonna run a Cinebench, R20. Let's see how it turns out. You guys ready for this? Nothing else going. 3727 is the best I've hit on this by far. Boom, baby. Wow, it did really bad. 2569 was 4 gigahertz may not be the best. All right. Okay. Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pop this back down to 3.8 since 4 doesn't really make any sense anyways. And I'm going to go ahead and I know that's a stable overclock for this CPU. And I'm going to throw some games up here and we can rock and roll. Oh, we have our first target. Worst game ever. Worst. Terrible. Wow, I can't believe this. Well, I never did say I was any good at these games anyways. But, you know, hey guys, thanks for watching. This has been fun. Definitely it's nice to put a little upgrade on my computer and get it working the way it needs to work. Before, I couldn't run this dual monitor setup and have OBS at the same time because the motherboard was just freaking out. It just really wasn't working. We went through a lot, upgraded quite a bit, and I think we're at a very stable point here. So, hey, if you're running into some of the same issues, put it down below. It was pretty easy for me to diagnose that it was the motherboard, but if you need some help, feel free to ask me. So, hey, if you've made it this far in the video, give us a like, definitely subscribe, share it with your friends, check out some of the other videos we have available. I've got quite a few, about 25, 26 videos, a lot of them computer related, some just regular electronics. So feel free to go check those out. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good day.